Reports last week said Russia had withdrawn most of its Black Sea Fleet from Sevastopol in additional Crimea. This followed a wave of attacks from Ukraine, which attacked warships, submarines and infrastructure at the Strategic Naval Base. The news was accompanied by celebration among Ukraine's allies, although British Armed Forces Secretary calls it a functional defeat of the Russian Navy in Black Sea. Such conclusions may be premature. Analysts say Russia's repositioning of warships does not mean a defeat and could allow Moscow to engage targets in Ukraine, says. Where does the story come from? The Black Sea Fleet had been pummeled for months by Ukrainian drones and missile strikes. In late September, Ukraine claimed responsibility for striking the fleet's command center in Sevastopol using British Storm Shadow missiles. A few days later, satellites shared by pro-war military bloggers revealed that Russian fighters were it showed ships withdrawing from Sevastopol. Some of these ships were later docked in the Russian port of Novorossiysk, more than 300 kilometers away. However, the withdrawal does not appear to be total. Norwegian Defense Analyst Thord, Iveson He said that Russia had withdrawn ships from Sevastopol after Ukrainian attacks throughout the war, only to return later. One must keep in mind that ships are most vulnerable to both unmanned surface ships and long-range strikes or near their bases. So immediately after, some dispersion is natural and expected, he said, at the bases depending on their missions. The time. Why was the fleet in Sevastopol? Russia's borders have been shaped for centuries by the desire for a major port that would not freeze over in winter. This would not only improve Russia's year-round access to maritime trade routes, but would also help it develop an Imperial Navy to protect its interests. Sevastopol, Russian Empire Crimean Khanate. In 1783 it was established as a naval base under the rule of Catherine the Great. After annexing it, its strategic location allowed Russia to control the Black Sea and made it a target for armies ranging from the British and Ottoman empires to Nazi Germany. Control over Sevastopol became a point of tension between Kiev and Moscow after fall of the Soviet Union, and the Russian Senate went so far as to support claiming port as a Russian exclusive. Since February 2022, missiles launched from warships and submarines in the port have targeted Ukrainian infrastructure and major cities such as Odesa. The location of the port has also allowed Russia to lay off routes for the export of Ukrainian grain. News: Russia claims Western intelligence helped Ukraine strike Crimean Navy Headquarters Where. Can the Black Sea Fleet operate from? Satellites show ships previously stationed at other Crimean ports such as Feodosia and Sevastopol, at Novorossiysk in the Krasnodar region. Both of these are close enough to Ukraine for Russia to launch strikes with Kalibr missiles. Although it functions primar